welcome to Kindful Living. My name is Zara, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a mama to 2 boys under the age of 2, as well as a child and family therapist. I make videos about how to live a kind and mindful life. In today's video, I'm going to share 10 habits in my morning routine that help me kickstart my day and to ensure that I can feel as energetic as possible, as well as to be as productive as I can, not just in the morning, but throughout the day. Keep in mind that some of these habits were more difficult to incorporate into my daily routine than others. However, once I incorporated all 10 of them into my routine, which was about 3 months ago, I noticed a significant shift in not just how energetic I felt in the mornings, but throughout the day, as well as how productive I was overall. So stay tuned so you can learn how to jumpstart your day so that you can feel energetic and be as productive as possible throughout your day. So the first habit that really is the key for me is to ensure that I wake up before my boys do. That isn't always easy because I have a 7-month-old and a almost 2-year-old. As for the almost 2-year-old, he wakes up at the same time almost every day. So I can almost guarantee that if I wake up an hour before that I will get time to myself to do the things that matter to me, which are most of the items on this list actually. But as for the 7-month-old, he's not really on a consistent sleep schedule yet. So some days I'll wake up before he's awake, but he'll wake up a few minutes later, or some days I'll get the full hour or even more. So what I do if he wakes up while I'm in the midst of my morning routine is just incorporate him as best as I can into my routine. Once I feed him and change him, he's pretty good playing on his own. Since he's learned how to crawl, he has no problem independently playing. So I'll just go about my routine once I take care of him so that I can ensure before my toddler wakes up, I have everything ready, because once he's awake, I really need to be available to engage with him. The second thing that I'll do after I wake up is to spend at least about 5 minutes to just sit in silence. So sometimes I'll meditate, sometimes I will pray, other times I'll recite mantras or read inspirational quotes. I often spend more than 5 minutes, but at the very, very minimum, I've made it a promise to myself that I will spend 5 minutes in silence to set the tone for the day, as well as to just embrace the peace before the chaos of my day begins. So during this time, I just try to set the tone for how I want to feel the rest of the day, calm and collected. Since this is usually the only time until my kids sleep that I am able to be in silence, I try not to rush. I try to let my inner peace guide me and enjoy the most of those few moments that I have in the morning. More or less, I just sit down, take that time for me to do some inner work. Considering 90% of all chronic illnesses are stress related, it's really important to take some time for ourselves, preferably at the beginning of the day, to not only set the tone, but to also enjoy ourselves and to give our minds and our bodies the rest that they deserve. Another prerequisite for me, which is habit number 3, is to carve out some time to not just make a healthy breakfast, but to eat it as well. I try to eat my breakfast before my kids wake up so that I can eat in peace and allow my energy to be directed towards eating and digesting my food. Breakfast really is the most important meal of the day. I usually start my day with a glass of water with freshly squeezed lemon, and then I'll move on to my green smoothie. And for my main meal, I'll usually have either a bowl of steel cut oats, or sometimes I will make my smoothie into a smoothie bowl and I'll add nuts and seeds and fruits and other stuff to make it more nourishing and filling so that it can last for a few hours before my next meal. My fourth habit that I incorporate on a daily basis is that I stretch. So for at least 10 minutes, I'll just get on the floor, I'll stretch out my back, my legs, my arms, my neck. If it is possible, if I wake up significantly earlier than I have to, then I'll even throw in some exercise. I'll do some cardio, or if my partner's at home, I'll go out for a run or go to the gym. But it's not actually possible most days for me to work out in the morning as much as I would love to, because working out in the morning is such a great way to energize your day. But I'll at least stretch so that I can get my body warmed up and ready to move around, chasing 2 very, very active boys. While I stretch, I like to listen to inspirational quotes or soothing music. For the most part, in the morning time, I like to put on either meditative music or sounds of nature, or like I said, I listen to inspirational quotes, because it's a really good way for me to not not only feel at peace, but to begin my day off on a really, really solid, positive note. The fifth habit that I incorporate into my morning is that I will look at my agenda. I like to look at my agenda so that I can feel prepared to conquer the day. When I know what I have to do, then I can mentally make space for it, not just in my schedule, but also in my life. I also really like having an agenda because I can check things off as I go through the day, which helps me to feel really accomplished. I don't just use this time to look at my agenda for the day, but I'll also take a few minutes to just visualize my long-term goals and to create a connection between what I have to do for the day, the tasks that are on my agenda, and my overall life plans and goals. When I take the time to create my schedule for the day, as well as to look at it in the morning, the day of, it helps my day to feel more manageable, and it also helps me to feel less stressed. The way I look at it is, if you don't take a few minutes at the start of the day to sort of create a plan for your day, how will you know where you're headed, let alone know when you're actually there? So it's really important to know what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, so that you have a blueprint for your day and how you want it to look, so that you can also use that to help you feel the way that you want to feel. After I look at my agenda, I will get dressed. I like to ensure that I'm not dressed in house clothes, even if I'm gonna stay home all day and work from home or just be with the boys. I have a 5 or 7 minute makeup routine called my mommy makeup routine. It's really simple. I just put on some very basic makeup like mascara and lip gloss and blush. It helps me feel put together and like I can conquer anything the day might throw my way, even if it's something that's not on my schedule. I've noticed that when I change out of my house clothes and wear something comfortable yet more fashionable, I feel a lot more productive throughout the day, that I'm more likely to go out and to explore the world with my boys. And it also really sets me up for success, because should I have to take a phone call or Skype or have any form of communication, hey, baby, are you moving mama's tripod? So if I have to have some contact with clients unexpectedly throughout the day, and it's not something that I was scheduled, I feel a lot more productive when I'm in clothes that are more like working clothes as opposed to clothes that I would wear just to lounge around at home. So like I said, even if I'm not planning to go out, I change out of my house clothes. I wear clothes that allow me to leave the house at any moment if I need to. And I also put on just a little bit of makeup so that I can feel prepared for the day. The next thing I do is I will sit down on the ground and I'll bring out my gratitude journal, and I'll just write a few things that I'm grateful for at the start of the day. I try to write in my gratitude journal at least once a day. I practice gratitude various times throughout the day. So I like to start my day and end my day with practicing gratitude by noticing all the things in my life that I'm grateful for. But in the morning, because that's the only time I really have some time to myself, I like to get out my journal and actually make a note of what I am grateful for. And it's really, really nice for me to have this record, because on days where I'm not feeling so great or I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I can look at my gratitude journal and flip through the pages and see all the wonderful things that I've been blessed with in my life. And that really helps me to get off my day on a positive note. When I look at my gratitude journal, it not only inspires me to make the most of my day and my life, but it also helps me improve my overall outlook on life. The next thing I'll do is I'll ask myself one very important question every day. And this question is, if today was the last day of my life, would I be doing everything that I'm scheduled to do today? And so, of course, this question is not always going to be answered with a yes. There are some things or parts of my day where the answer is a big no. But for the most part, I like to ensure that my day is planned in a way that the answer to this question is yes. And that's the easiest way for me to ensure that I'm excited about my day, excited about my life, and looking forward to what the day has in store for me. So the ninth habit that I have incorporated into my morning routines to ensure energy and productivity is that I will get some cleaning done. Even if it's only 5 to 10 minutes, I will put in a load of laundry almost every single day in the morning. And if not, then I'll vacuum and I'll just tidy up the house, even though when my kids wake up, everything gets untidied very quickly, but I just like to have the house looking presentable and as neat as possible. Not always a clean house with 2 children under the age of 2, as well as our fur baby Einstein, but I like to have the house looking presentable so that if guests pop by, or even if we're just home alone, we can enjoy our home in a nice and clean, tidy manner. Research suggests that morning times are the times where we have the most willpower. So it's almost as if our willpower resets every day. And so the suggestion is that you do the things that you tend to procrastinate the most in the morning because you have the most willpower. So I like to do cleaning in the morning because I'm not one of those people that really enjoys cleaning at all. So if I get it done within the morning, then it's over with for the day, and then I can go on and enjoy the rest of my day doing the things that I love to do. If I start early and get it done, then I can ensure it actually gets done. And the final thing that I do every morning is that I will wake up my kids and I will spend a few minutes just cuddling with them, either in their room or on the couch. We just hug each other, and sometimes we'll share words, sometimes we won't, but I let them know how much I love them and how much I miss them and how much I looked forward to waking them up in the morning and how much fun I want to have with them throughout the day. I just want to enjoy their company and enjoy being with them. Everyone always says kids grow up so fast, or kids grow up way too fast. So it's really important to carve out some time in our schedules to spend time with the people that we love. In the mornings when the day is still fresh, I tend to have less stress, less worry, less things sort of racking up that need to be done as the whole day still awaits for me to do them. So I like to spend time not just cuddling with my kids, but I'll talk to them about how their sleep was, if they had any dreams. I also like to help my son get ready and choose what he wants to wear for the day. We'll make a plan together. I'll cook them a breakfast, and sometimes he likes to help me prepare breakfast. I'll eat with him, sit down at the table, drink some hot water or tea while he enjoys his breakfast, and just really spend some quality, meaningful time with them. I make it a habit to practice these morning routines on weekdays and weekends and holidays, even when we're on vacation. So although some things get moved around or they change a bit, I try to maintain this kind of a routine for myself. It not only helps me feel energetic and productive, but it helps me to feel happy, it helps me to feel accomplished, and it really allows me to set up my day in a way that is manageable for me and that allows me to continue going and working hard so that I can make the best life that I can for my family. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found some useful tips to help you start off your day on the right note. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Can you do thumbs up? Give it a thumbs up and share this video. If you like videos like this and want to see more content that's similar in the future, then subscribe to my channel and make sure to turn your alert button on so that you can be notified when I post new videos. And if you have any habits that you practice consistently in the morning that help you to feel energized and that help you to feel motivated and productive, please share them below in the comments. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, and thank you for watching. Bye.